twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
The NASRA 360 Racing Network is live with a Tuesday night special. Wednesday night last week, the playoffs began, and the drivers of the ARCA Pultz Poppers series were racing. We're ready to catch that moment, recap everything, and we are at the virtual Kentucky Speedway as we prepare for round 2 tomorrow night live. This is live encore coverage of last Wednesday's race at Kentucky. Bigglestein, Hopton, I'm Wesley Outland. And you're ready to strap in for some ARCA racing on a Tuesday evening. By the way, don't forget the Pultz Poppers ARCA series every Wednesday night. But we are ready to go racing for this one. Starting lineup on the pole. We'll introduce Dean Hopton here in a minute. On the front row, it will be the drivers of Mark Cofield and Jeff Merck. That's Alabama, Florida. Row number 1. Row 2 will find Keith Haney and Matt Cherry. Row number 3 on the grid. Raul Meza, Shane Trotter. Row 4 tonight here at Kentucky will find Axel Smith Jr., Robert Richardson, who let the dogs out. Your top 10, Dean, good evening. Chris Ellis and Brandon Broadfoot, Double B, will start 10.
Good evening, Wesley. We're going to move over to row 6 with Hunter Parsons and Anthony Harden. Should be a good little showdown between those two drivers as well, too. Over to row 7 and P13, Curtis Banks and Tony Burlington in the 14th place. Row 8 will be the Jonathan Woodward. We've got 2 Woodwards in here, and Adam Likey, although there was a bit of a joke that was going in how we pronounce his name in the chat. Over to row 9, Steve Barnett and JJ Jeffrey Johnson. Row 10, and the P19 and P20 will be Jonathan Caulfield and Tyler Goodwin.
Buzzy Mongold right there alongside Josh Rodriguez, Tyler Justice. Moving on to the rest of the back of the pack of the starters, as it will be Jeremiah Holt and Carson Woodward on row number 12. Row 13 on the grid, Kai Miller as well as Buzzy Mongold. There's Buzzy. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Row 13, row 14 by himself. It is Cody Knock. He's the race director. 26 cars. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not know what happened last Wednesday night. All we know is we're calling it now. 145 laps, green flag in the air. The playoffs is on in Kentucky.
I do know, I heard this was a good race, so we'll be looking forward to that one. As for the results, once again, we do not know. What we will know, there will be a caution at lap 60. They'll go a total of 145. There'll be 100% fuel capacity.
Ready to watch these guys work their way down the back straightaway. As you see the CRN stage information, 100% fuel, 4 sets of tires, everybody willing and dealing 3 wide around a very tight, precision-banked Kentucky Speedway.
Whoa.
We got trouble! Into the wall goes Shane Trotter. Chris Ellis nowhere to go. He piles the safer barrier. Caution out over the racetrack on lap number 1. Completing lap number 1. Chaos out of turn 4.
Let's see what happened here at the moment here. Let's go on board.
Oh no!
With Mr. Chris Ellis. You can see this bit of action that we saw. This is the start of the race here on lap 1. We know what occurs around lap 2 there, Wesley.
Looks like somebody, you notice Ellis here by himself. He's got Smith in front of him. Meza's there as well. All this is going on as they work their way to the backstretch now. And I kind of wonder if there was Okay, here we go. Richardson into Ellis. They're making a little contact.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happened. A right rear hook to Ellis's car from the 5 of Richardson. And that is what started the crash here coming into turn 4 into the tri-oval. Watch this again. Watch the 5 of Richardson.
Yeah, there it is, Wesley. It was backing up just a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the 5. There's the right rear hook. And let me clarify, it wasn't an intentional right rear hook. Just a little bit of contact there, and around goes the machine of Ellis, as well as, oh boy, Ellis and Shane Trotter, nowhere to go for those guys. Caution out. Jeff Burke jumping out to the early lead as the first Surf Pro caution flag of the night waves.
Let's not forget, too, Wesley, that we are actually in, according to the schedule, the first of our playoffs here this evening. So then we go to Las Vegas, Darlington, Richmond, and Homestead. Now, it is playoffs, so it's not a chase format.
That's right.
I can't show
5
you the
rounds.
I can't
5
show
rounds,
you
that's all it is.
Yeah, I can't show you the points, unfortunately, Wesley, because the points, I believe, are updated from this race. So if I do show you to you, it might be a bit of a spoiler.
Yeah, we don't want to know about that, by the way, is right. Because next week, tomorrow night, we're going to Vegas, baby.
Yes,
Be ready to cash your chips in tomorrow night. Round number 2 of the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA series, as tonight is the DSR Electric 220. Tomorrow night, we are at Sim City at Vegas. This is the encore presentation of last Wednesday's race. Had some things going on, wasn't available, so we had to obviously record this, and that's what we're doing. Obviously, Michael McKinnon normally joins me on the booth. He's had another broadcast obligation on this Tuesday night. I had another football radio show obligation, so me and Dean are coming in hot. Yeah, and we're ready to get this thing going. Is this the recorder where you can press a button and go back to the one to go?
That's why I'm speeding it up a little bit.
Let's just do that. Just hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button and bring the field back to green. We can do that. Make it go by quicker. There we go. One to go.
Yeah,
next time around.
We just could not stream whatsoever. There was nothing I could do. I was trying to stream to my personal channel. I was trying to stream to Twitch. I was trying to stream to everything. Nothing seemed to be working on this time last week. Wednesday last week, unfortunately. So
yes.
Yeah. Trust me, I was trying, and I was there working with Cody. He was on race control. But we got it up now at least. Set the replay. Got some new goodies.
Completed of 145. Oh, we got some goodies. What goodies? We got some goodies.
I got some goodies now. I can show the car images up as well too on a leaderboard once they load in.
Oh wow!
We can look at the pit stops. We can look at the pit stop times. We got your estimated fuel, which I believe is roughly around 55 laps on a tank. We have pit stop strategies. We can even show you the I rating if you want, but. There's your estimated fuel at the moment for most of the drivers, as you can see. There's a percentage gauge. So, obviously, you'll see the likes of Cody Knott, but Cody Knott's not actually racing, so that's why he's on 100% fuel. The other drivers, you can see, 93 or 90%. Some of those drivers are at 99%. Yeah. Other drivers have gone down and fueled up, Wesley.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man, for sure. As the field will get ready to come back to green, there's the estimated fuel. They've already consumed 7% of a 100% tank. Everybody's still in unison, if you will, except for maybe Banks saving, so is Mongold. Green flag back in the air as the Geico restart zone. Wraps up our first Surf Pro caution. Back to racing here in the DSR Electric 220 here in Kentucky. We're going to not waste no time again. Let's stick it 3 wide. Axel Smith down to the inside out of 2.
I bet bold and brave already, but hey, if the track conditions suiting these drivers at the moment, which it looks like it appears to be, Wesley, then they certainly should be gun-ho in it. Yeah, it's an 83 track temperature. Sorry, track temperature is 97, so it's not too bad. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah, just headed up to 140 laps to go now. 5 laps completed in this one now, and they cross the stripe. As, again, track temp at 95 degrees. Sim temp is around 83, so it's a perfect day for racing here. Fighting the sun as they work down the backstretch again now. Look at Meza and Haney. That's the green and the 87 on the inside. Smith on the bottom. Mark's watching all this going on. And look at this. Mark Cofield gets around Mark to go to the lead here on lap 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark Caulfield doing a solid job of late. Actually, Hunter Parsons in this hornet's nest at the moment, considering Josh Rodriguez behind him is up 12 places. And Rodriguez giving a nice little push there to Parsons, doing a fantastic job. Biggest gain I want so far, 13 places now. Unlucky for some, not for Rodriguez.
Inside, Haney on the bottom. Look at this now with Hunter Parsons. And he's going to throw the block on Josh Rodriguez. That's the number 1 Hendrick Cars entry on the bottom. Everybody now setting their sight for Mark Caulfield. He's the leader, and he's pulled away. Merck losing ground on these guys in the back straightaway.
A little fancy tower graphics won't unfortunately show us the cautions because in a replay file that we're using, it just doesn't for some reason register the cautions, my friend. But we did see one earlier, so we'll try and keep a memory of it, really. I think it will show up in our race recap, the cautions. No, it won't. We just work with what we have, my friend.
Inside, down to the bottom of the racetrack. Ken,
Whoa.
we've got caution on the Speedway.
Caution.
Trouble on the racetrack. Trying to find what happened here.
I wonder if it's back in around Buzzy Mongold. He was zooming to catch the pack, but we'll have to go
Whoever
midfield.
was in 26th position has crashed. And that's the driver of the number 7 of Carson Woodward.
Yeah. Here it is,
and
Wesley.
you see the damage on him. He got into a Buzzy Mongold as well. We got to back it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is right here. There you go. There it is. That's what happened. Seek and you shall find.
Yeah. Just got another tag, didn't it? Looked like there, Wesley.
Watch this again. It looks like Jeremiah Holt into the right rear of the 7 and hard into the outside wall. Goes the number 7 of Carson Woodward. Tyler Justice with a dive bomb on the bottom to miss all of that. He's okay. Mongo did get a piece of it as well.
Got a lot of dent to the front fender on that one, didn't it? From considering it got hit on the side impact, but I guess the front managed to come down there and scrape the tarmac there and cause that problem. As our second caution for the evening as well. Scoom through the laps, my friend, back into this race, and it appears that have we had some pit stops or not? I think that the leaderboard is just sorting itself out there from the replay, because we do know that Jeff Merck was running up in P2. Didn't take a pit stop in that last pit stop, so I think it might sort itself out in a minute. We hope, anyway.
Second caution flag of the race, by the way, after those problems of what just took place. The field will get ready to come back for the green flag, and we're going to try to fast forward things here a little bit for you. As Cherry is the driver that's up in front right now. Matt Cherry going to take the outside lane alongside with Keith Haney on row number 1. Parsons and Meza right there on the outside and inside for row number 2. It looks like preferably the outside lane, Dean Hopton, is where to be. As Biggles, here comes the pace truck, working through turns number 3 and 4. It'll drop onto the pit lane. Lap number 10 of 145. Here comes the virtual thundering herd of NASRA back to green after our second serve pro caution. Still heading to lap 60 in the competition yellow flag. 50 laps remain.
Big push at the moment there from Hunter Parsons, who decided not to push Cherry anymore and goes for down the inside, followed there by Steve Barnett. I'm still confused what happened. We had Jeff Merck up there in P2 before that caution, and Mark Caulfield was up there as well too, so something went a pear-shaped, but I don't see them showing any indication they went down pit road.
Everybody, for the time being, working their way back down to the corner. Here they come out of 4 down to the inside. Richardson up high. Richardson down low. He is behind the back of the Hillbilly Barnett as they send it off into 1.
Should get a nice push. Both of these drivers get a nice push there at the moment there, Wesley. If Raul Meza can get up on the bumper there, he can push Parsons, and Richardson by Harden, who's on the outside.
This don't push me too far, and all this going on again now. Working their way again, back around in the corner.
Now remember too,
Anthony
Wesley.
Harden now, the John Deere car up on the high side here as we work off turn number 2. Go ahead, Dean.
Yeah, we're at lap 14, so remember we'll go to competition caution at lap 60. Whoa, are they going 4 wide, Wesley?
They are 4 wide. Oh my goodness, are you brave enough to go for it? And it looks like they are. Unbelievable. Let's go 3 wide again. Cherry in the middle. Is there 3 wide behind him on a 4? That's in the middle now. Raw Meza now holding off the likes of everybody around him. And it's Richardson up and pulling in top.
Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy. There's a bit of door banging.
Man, how good is this getting? And we're going to go 3 wide again. Are you friggin' serious?
I mean, these guys realize we're lap 16 of 145.
Absolutely unbelievable.
To say that you're cruising for a bruise and driving like this, my friend, that's a lot of faith in these drivers, and of course the side draft and everything that's going to occur as well too. I think they're working 9 to 5, my friend. The late great Dolly Parton.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Dolly Parton.
Today.
Yeah, she, you know what? I gotta say this. You know, she had some health issues, and then she stopped doing some concerts a couple of months ago. And I told my friend Jackie, I said, Jackie, I don't think Miss Dolly's gonna be living much longer. You know, just getting sick. You know, when you start getting sick going downhill, normally it's a matter of time, and it's, you know.
100%. It's never a nice thing, is it? But
hate to hear that.
She had a good innings.
We've lost some really good actors and singers this year so far.
I mean, she made it to 80. That's a good innings, let's say, as well. Whoa, that's a big one out front.
These ain't gonna make it to lap 80. Look, we got trouble. Crash.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Somebody's on their lid, on their roof, barrel rolling. Mark Cofield in 57. He got turned by. Man, is that the second time, Dean, that Richardson has caused a crash?
Very much could be, Wesley. Definitely the 57 up on the lid. Just going to find a 57 at the moment. That's Mark Caulfield.
57's right there. Look at the 5.
And the 5.
Is that another right rear hook? You're damn right it is. Oh, my goodness. Another right rear hook. It happened with the earlier caution to start the race with Shane Trotter. And now look at this one. Look at, oh my. Wow.
And no fast repairs in
Mark
this series as
Cofield,
well.
Mumford, Alabama driver. He was leading laps earlier in this race, and now he is spinning on his top down the virtual pavement here. Tony Burleson, Brandon Broadfoot, a whole host of other cars involved. Let's go on board with Mark Cofield. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, we just had to back it up there, Wes.
Wow.
We're going to put the children to bed at the moment. And what if he's going to be trying to use the steering? What if he's just going to take his hands off the steering wheel at this point? There's absolutely nothing he can do when you're on your lid. You can see the off light flashing on his car there too.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Who else is involved in that one? There's quite a few cars, isn't there? Yeah.
Look at the number of great cars entries involved in this one. Tore up and starting with Richardson and Cofield. Look at Hunter Parsons and Jeff Merck. They make contact, spinning wildly down to the bottom of the racetrack. Rodriguez in the 1. Jonathan Cofield involved. Anthony Harden still wrecking down to the bottom of the racetrack. Curtis Banks, Tyler Justice, Chris Ellis, Brandon Broadfoot. Remember, Ellis and Trotter got wrecked with Richardson earlier.
Yeah. And he has to tow back.
Wow.
So the caution comes out. We shall skip forward a few laps there. It looks like pit stops
Caution
as well,
out
too, are
on
going to
lap
occur.
number 18.
Yeah.
Lap 19, some drivers are pitting. We're going to take a pit stop as well. We'll take a break. We got more coming up from Kentucky. Stay with us. It has been caution-filled for the opening 20 laps in the playoffs for NASRA ARCA.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Want to remind everybody that this is a encore delayed broadcast presentation of the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series playoff race number 1 from Kentucky last Wednesday night. The DSR Electric 220. Don't forget live coverage tomorrow night from Vegas. Oh boy. And you know what's so crazy, Dean, as we come to the one to go, the tracks are so similar to one another. Kentucky and Vegas next week. Or tomorrow night, for that matter. Yeah.
That's very right there, Wesley. Of course, you know your tracks. You've been a majority of them in the, 30-odd years that you've been broadcasting sports?
Well, I mean, it's a mile and a half. There's progressive banking, right? It's just like Kentucky. It's the same shape. So that'll be interesting to just kind of see how all of that turns out to be. Vegas tomorrow night, by the way. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Finkelstein hopped in on color tonight as Michael McKinnon usually joins me up in the broadcast booth, but tonight he is not.
We have Nigel out there in the chat and Carlson. Best wishes to Nigel, of course. I think he's had a lot of injections or something like that he was talking about, but hope you're resting up, my friend.
Get ready for that one as the field will come back for a restart. 95 degrees, by the way, now. Track together. Cloudy conditions. Pace car in. Ready to turn back loose the virtual thundering herd. Still not done here. Delayed broadcast of the DSR Electric 220. We're back underway. Green flag out at Kentucky.
Keith Haney in the lead. Some of these drivers have not come down to pit stops yet. Adam Likey did, and Tyler Goodwin, but they did it on lap 3, that first caution that we had of the race. And then you've got the rest of the drivers, Corey Miller, Jonathan Woodward, and Jemiah Holt haven't come down the pit road yet. I can't imagine on lap 22 there'd be that much of a tyre difference just yet.
Little Wheeling and Dillon going on now as they work their way down out of the corner. Remember, lap number 60 will be a mandatory competition caution. And this race will go 145 laps tonight. Here comes the field down to the inside. Adam Lottie, that towing company entry from Wears Valley, Tennessee, down to the bottom.
Tyler Goodwin as well. As these two drivers are battling each other. They were right up there on the back there of the Hillbilly, Steve Barnett, but just dropped off the pace a little bit.
Patience for all these drivers now as they work their way across the line another lap.
What's unfortunate as well, too, Jonathan Caulfield and Josh Rodriguez are in pit lane after that accident, and Raul Mesa are still taking repairs at the moment. 4 minutes and change in there. These are drivers that were battling up the front earlier. Remember, Josh Rodriguez was the biggest gainer until the accident. Jonathan Caulfield, we know, is very capable of winning races.
Yes, sir.
Raul Mesa has been improving a lot lately as well, too. It could have been his first possible chance at winning a NASRA race, but looking unlikely at the moment with a lot of those repairs.
Watching all these guys work their way down. Lap number 25 when they come to the line. Let's take a look at the race summary so far. In the first 25 laps, we've had at least 4 caution flags. Slowed things down. 25 of 145 laps now at the line. That is 120 to go. Keith Haney now leading. 7 lead changes now, and the thong song is on for the man from the ATL.
He's trying desperately to get past Tyler Goodwin, remember? Yeah, you can see the last pit stop lap for those two drivers on lap 3. Then you got Cherry. That's the one probably to keep an eye at the background. Matt Cherry. He's the one that's on the... but it's only a fuel-only pit stop. He did not take tyres. You got to go back to Jeff Merck in P9 that took tyres in that last pit stop. So, and those other drivers behind him took a lot more than that. They had to actually chip out some of those repairs. Shane Trotter, Hunter Parsons, Axel Smith. So I'm just wondering what Matt Cherry's pace is going to be like compared to these other drivers.
Keith Haney's 4 in the lead right now. Holding on to that top position, if you will. Still not done. Haney, Barnett, Goodwin, Lighty, Woodward. Up in the top 5, Matt Cherry, Jeremiah Holt, Collie Miller, Jeff Merck, Shane Trotter. Remember what happened to Shane in the start of the race. He's worked his way now, Dean, back into the top 10 after crashing on lap number 1 with Richardson and the other driver there.
Yeah, there is a positive side sometimes if you're going to see the glass is half full, not half empty, of crashing early in the race. And if they have a couple of early cautions, which we did, it allows you to kind of get those repairs done and get back out there, and you're not going to really go down too many laps. That's probably the key. Now, you don't want to be doing that too late into the race, no doubt, because you're not really going to have enough time to get your way back into it. But that's what I always say.
The driver, by the way, was Chris Ellis, who we were referring to. Chris Ellis, right rear hook from Richardson. And whoa, here we go again, down to the inside. Watch that battle now. For third, Tyler Goodwin. Will and Dylan up the high side as they go into 1. Adam Lighty to the bottom. He'll look for the door now to Jonathan Woodward, and he will follow as they work single file out of 2.
I'll tell you what, you have to give it to Tyler Goodwin's spotter out there, Wesley, because he was like a nose hair clear of Adam when he moved up in front of him on that call there. So hats off to his spotter. He's sitting up down that grandstand right there. That's where you are up there, Wesley, you and I. Sitting up there. Spotters are on the roof, right? Spotters are on the roof of where we are. Yeah. Tell you what, Wesley, they must have good microphones too if you get a windy day, wouldn't you? Because you know what it's like when you get when you get wind on a microphone, you're going to be hearing nothing but the blowing sound of wind. They probably have a lot of
you're exactly right.
Wind, what do you call those things that you put over microphones to try to prevent the wind, but still.
You mean a windscreen?
Yeah.
A windscreen. Oh my God.
Lap 32.
A windscreen. A windscreen. A windsock. A windscreen. A windsock.
Oh, look at that. They're still catching. I think that's the damaged car at the moment, isn't it? That we saw earlier in the incident. He's still driving with that damage.
There's damage and everything still out there racing.
Yeah.
That's the man there of Kerry Tribune in the 7.
Isn't it Carson?
Well, that's Woodward.
Woodward,
that's Carson Woodward. My apologies. Yeah, Carson.
Yeah, I think he should get down there and get that fixed. I think he's waiting for another caution or so to probably chip out more repairs on that one. But at the moment, at the pace you can clearly see, if he continues to go green, he's going to continue to drop more and more laps down. He's 6 laps down currently at the moment from our leading pack that just drove past. Matt Cherry's caught this pack now, so I want to see his pace that he's got. He's going to look for the overtake on Jonathan Wood, that is. Look at the confidence that he has going to the corners. Remember, he only took fuel on the last pit stop, so he was still on the same tyres as his other drivers. There's more about Jeff Merck in the background now. I think Jeff Merck's going to start slicing and dicing his way through that field when he can get up to the front runners here.
And I'll be honest with you right now, if you will, Dylan, this is the longest green flag run we're seeing for the time being, right? Fireworks at the beginning, but things are finally simmering down. And they're doing a really, really good job here around the racetrack. So, yeah, good solid run for them.
Don't jinx it. We're doing good.
I don't want to. Just in case. Woohoo!
There's old Jeff Merck. Usually we have him on camera.
Oh,
but
wow.
No live cameras here at the moment. The drivers are probably... I know some drivers are probably driving... Whoa, look at that for a clear. Down the inside. Who was that? And the... I had to read these numbers there, Wesley. I think it was Matt Cherry, wasn't it? It was Matt Cherry. As he cruises his way past that mid-pack, and he's going to be on the back there of Mr. Panties or Keith Haney.
The panties, the panty man. Panty man, the panty man.
The panty man can. Here comes Jeff Merck too. He's going to gamble and go on the outside 3 wide as well too. Vol Pookie. He's got the third end, Tyler Goodwin up just ahead of him. He's got Axel Smith to his left.
There you go.
Not the fastest 5 for 5, but I'd have to say, well, still not up there at the moment. That's that traffic causing Hunter Parsons running down P11th. Is the quickest man currently at the moment on track, 31.37. Jeff Merck cleared them too, Wesley, so he's a man on a mission.
I'm a man on a mission. There you go. And here they come now, working their way off the corner. Another lap on the board, not done yet. Keith Haney in the lead. Cherry in second. By the way, closing in on lap number 38 of 145 laps. That's 150 laps to go when they come back to the line. And we are closing in on just over 20 laps remaining before the competition caution.
Oh.
Lap number 60 is Haney going after Cherry for the lead. Lottie on the inside.
Cherry gets it. Just manages to squeeze by. I think he knows because Jeff Merck's coming thick and fast as well too behind him. Jeff Merck's going to be on the back there with Adam Likey in no time because he's got those 4 freshies to work with here. And remember, look at those pit stops since the last time these drivers went down a pit road, and you can clearly see Jeff Merck with the a bit of advantage there, but the tyre advantage, more importantly, the fuel advantage. He's got the fuel as well, but those other drivers are saving that sets of tyres. Now, will that come beneficial later on, Wesley? Because they had 4 sets of tyres to start this race with, so you got 3 of them all available. Jeff Merck's ticked off a set for him. These other drivers still have more sets available for them as we're coming up to a competition caution in a space there of about 20 laps now, Wesley.
Schedules are beginning to obviously take form here to see if drivers are going to stay out. We saw Matt Cherry last pit on lap number 18, Jeff Merck lap 19, Axel Smith lap 20, but for others, they have not pitted yet. There you see the lap count of when they pitted. So, there's about 5 or so stragglers that have not pitted, like Keith Haney. He leads right now, Dylan. Yeah. Oh, boy. Dean, here he goes now. Look at Jeff Merck. Merck is going after Cherry. And by the way, there's your estimated fuel on every car at one time.
Tell you what.
Man, I'm impressed.
That'll be very interesting. If that information was provided to me correct about the 55 laps,
yeah,
that means that the likes here of Keith Haney and that are in, they're going to desperately try to get themselves to that competition caution, isn't it? They're going to try to do 20 laps. Well, give or take less than that now, but they're going to be looking at any fuel saving soon. Whoa, who's that up in the fence? That's
Anthony Harn and John Deere Green in trouble. He's in 21st.
I think he's just getting out of the way, Wesley, because he's getting lapped. I think he just decided to go up the high side and do a bit of wall riding, just not to interfere with these front runners.
Little Lucy. Less than 20 laps to go now. 16 remaining when they come to the line here.
I thought Jeff Merck could be getting past Haney quicker than what he is, but it doesn't seem to be that easy, just with tyre advantage anyway, so it's not massive. It is obviously massive. He got himself back up into P2, because it's a starting position he started this race in. But now
Yes.
he can set his sights on the race lead of Matt Cherry, and if he's aware, Matt Cherry's not going to have a great deal of fuel. Adam Likely is the one that's going to be struggling big time for fuel. Tyler Goodwin as well.
Three wide. 15 remaining now. Stage number, well, not stage. Let me say not stage, but competition caution. Lap number 60. And I'll say this much, Dean, they kind of calmed down here.
Yeah.
Had about 4 or 5 cautions in the opening 45 laps. Now closing in on 100 laps to go. And right now things have kind of simmered a little bit. When will it pick back up again now? Jeff Merck inside. Battles Cherry. Smith. Arnett 3 wide as they work off 4.
Yeah, Jeff Merck into the lead right now. Axel Smith's going to try to do something as well. Axel Smith is another driver that I appeared to take tyres, and he took a 47-second pit stop last time around. So you'd imagine that's repairs. Definitely fuel and tyres, perhaps. I do remember, because I was still desperately trying to get the broadcast working at this point too, last week as well. So I was watching parts of the race there as well. I don't know the results myself, but I do remember a lot of green flag running. So it's not going to be a caution fest or anything like that, Wesley. That's why I was told it was good racing.
So it was pretty entertaining, no doubt about it. As right now we watch them guys working their way back around the corner again. Here they come back to the stripe. Another lap on the board.
Tell you what, Axel Smith's really bringing it down to Jeff Merck. They haven't driven away just yet, have they? Because that slipstream is certainly mighty and powerful. Even though it's not a super speedway, you still tuck up under the gearbox of those cars, and look at that, you can get a nice little draft.
Yes. Oh, the rumble of them cars as they work the back stretch now into turn number 3.
Hunter Parsons will be the other one to keep an eye on. Yep. There he comes, Hunter
inside.
Parsons. Oh, 4 wide.
3 wide, baby. Come on, we're 3 wide. Merck on the outside now. To the bottom comes Smith. He's the meat in the sandwich. Parsons to the bottom. He's got his techno nerds ready. Trotter back in the mix. The Trotter Motors number 17 from Asheboro. Wrecked out on lap number 1 with Ellis from contact with Richardson. He's right back in this battle again for the top 5 there, Dean.
I'm loving this racing at the moment. Little bits of different strategies. Drivers had to do repairs as well too. A lot of these drivers. Trotter, you mentioned that. Axel Smith had to do repairs. Hunter Parsons. They spent almost a minute in pit lane. Currently at the moment on lap 51, my friend. They're up running for P2. This goes to show you, Wesley, why you never count a race out.
Oh, you're exactly right. We're watching it.
I always like to do my Winston Churchill.
Never give up, never surrender.
You're going to have a cigar in your mouth when you say that.
We'll find him in the rounds. We'll find him in the plains. You got your little Winston Churchill there. You got your going back to your military chat. Give my punch. Stop drinking it. Inside, down to the bottom. Haney inside. Here goes Parsons up top. Here comes the block by Barnett. Barnett shuts the door on Trotter. He says, you are denied entry.
Multi-pass.
And so, yeah, guess what? You want to block me? I'm going to go to the top shelf.
You remember the multi-pass from the Fifth Element movie? Multi-pass.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Once again.
Back straight away now. Turn number 3 down to the inside. Here comes now Parsons. He'll look for the lead on Jeff Merck. The Floridian rocking the Florida Southwestern colors is under attack. Couple of Toyotas, couple of Chevrolets. The bow ties of Merck and Barnett now falling back. Trotter licking his chops, ready to pounce. Under 10 to go here in the first part of the race before the competition caution.
I'm just wondering, as I have a look at the fuel, the 3% fuel indicator on some of these drivers, so if that information is correct, can they stretch another 5 or so more laps here, Wesley, to bring it to the state competition caution. I just don't know. 2% now. We're not 100% sure if that laps on fuel is correct. It could be around, anywhere from 52 to 58 or something, Wesley. So I guess we'll find out after we see if these drivers are forced to come down a pit lane before that caution.
There are 100 laps to go now, 90 remaining. 5 laps remaining next time by for the excuse me, for the end of stage number for the competition caution. Parsons will power back on the bottom. Look at him on the inside of Cherry. Matt Cherry says, yeah.
The exit on the high side is always going to get you the momentum roll out of the corner.
I'm telling you, dude.
Entrance speed is where Harden Parsons gains the advantage here. But unless he's got enough power to get up there and clear, as long as Matt Cherry stays to this high side, you can see slingshot engage, bang. But if Hunter Parsons' attack has put him under big pressure from Steve Barnett. So that's also a problem when you are attacking a driver and you have to go off your preferred racing line there for a minute. I think it's at the moment that Steve's going, I might have a shot there at Cherry. Cherry, he's at the fence. Whoa, and they're straight into the fence from Steve.
Wow, what a hit. What a hit for Steve Barnett.
And Parsons is also in the fence.
They're crashing as well. Hunter Parsons is in trouble. And this will trigger a yellow flag. Caution of the back stretch. A long green flag run will now come to an end. Matt Cherry and Steve Barnett, a glancing blow off the safer barrier on the passenger side. Parsons tags Barnett, the hillbillies, into the inside retaining wall. And then, if that's not enough, there goes now, I believe, Shane Trotter turning the machine of Parsons. Watch this again here.
Yeah, Parsons is
Trotter.
Desperately trying to save that.
Yeah. Wow, Parsons. Yeah, wow.
And he's got loose.
I don't know. Part of me wants to say that's netcode.
Oh, yeah, he got big smack in the back too. But he had a big accident before too. Well, so we'll see if we can get those repairs done, get back in. Well, that just ended the possibility of wanting to find out whether those drivers had enough fuel to take it, because now they're going to take that caution anyway, and you're going to definitely going to see them come down a pit road here. At least majority of the field, I'd imagine there, Wesley. And here they come.
Should take us to the end of the 60-lap competition caution, I believe, as well. I think we'll see drivers coming down to the pit lane. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah. You want to use it under the caution anyway, because you don't want to do green flag pit stops because you can avoid them. It's all going to be in Matt Cherry. Matt Cherry last pitted on lap 18, so he'll definitely want to come down and fuel it up. Thing is, Matt Cherry and these drivers are going to have a set of tires available for them. Will the drivers that did use tires in that last pit stop end up electing to use some now? Or will they try to save some for later?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Here comes everybody. I mean, everybody down pit road as we are closing in on the end. Competition caution at lap number 60. I got a feeling this is what will be working lap 58 now of 145. We'll step away. We're taking a break. They're coming back to green, and we're moving into the final stretch this one. Stay with us. We're back with more from Kentucky. Encore coverage from last Wednesday night in the DSR Electric 220. This is the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA Series. Stay with us.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Back here at the virtual Kentucky Speedway. Thanks for joining us for coverage of the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA Series. All of our amazing crew.
Yeah. What's
Dean
interesting,
Hopton,
Wesley?
Allen, Michael McKinnon will be back with us tomorrow night. Remember, tomorrow night, round 2 of the playoffs, it will be at Las Vegas. Yes.
Yeah, what was interesting there, I think Keith Haney's blinking there for a second. That's why I keep losing him. What was interesting, if you look at those repairs from Tyler Goodwin, Parsons, Burlington, Banks, Trotter, Broadfoot, you also got Matt Cherry, Robert Richardson, Buzzy Mongold. Half this field, basically, Wesley, have at least spent 30 or more seconds in pit lane chipping out repairs. And probably more than a third of them have spent, give or take, close to 2 minutes, if not longer, getting repairs done.
Well, we'll get ready to try to refire, re-rack, restack, and go again. We were about a lap shy of the end of stage or the competition caution at lap 60. So let's just say we're going to get ready to go back and turn them loose, and this will be the final push to the finish. Let's reset your top 10 for the roll call. 85 laps to go as here they come back in the Geico restart zone. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come back to the line. Green flag. Still a long way to go here at Kentucky, round one. And Haney on the jump now. Axel Smith, three-time winner, down to the inside. From Daytona to the progressive intermediate track. He'll make his move down to the corner. Jeff Burke now looking, and he throws the block on Holt. Holt's in the wall. Lighty got loose. He saves it now, Dean, as they thunder into three.
Yeah, it's still the battle at the front continuing. Drivers are very eager. They've all got fresh tyres, I'd say. They did all take tyres, Wesley. They would have taken gasoline as well, too. But won't have enough gasoline to go to this end of this race. So if we do stay green, it's going to have to be green flag pit stops for these drivers. And when are they going to elect to do that? Right. You still need some dancing partners out here. You don't want to be completely by yourself. You can see how powerful you can get that bit of a slipstream. It's not like a Daytona or a Talladega, of course, where you're almost left for dead if you don't have a dancing partner. But I'd still like to be coordinating, going with your teammates and see what you can do pit stop strategy-wise.
A strategy indeed. Fun to watch as Axel Smith now having his opportunity to stay up in front. There's Haney down second. Look at this now. Battle behind them. This is behind the top five. This is Holt, Johnson, Woodward. Remember, Woodward crashed earlier. Yeah. Number 7, Woodward. There's another Woodward out there. The 96. He's in the top 5 now, though, Dean.
Yeah, Hunter Parsons, you saw, just had a crash before. He's back out. He's back in pure level. He started this race, actually, believe it or not. So Parsons is one of those drivers as well, too, that never gives up, never surrenders. Keith Haney and Axel Smith still going for it, too, for Nail. That's a 97 and an 87 up front.
We'll battle them on the plains. We'll battle them in the fields. We'll eat the chicken and love it.
Battle them in Kentucky.
And it's the new walking record. Oh my goodness. Sorry, me and Jack there having a moment there talking about something there, Dean. She's talking about she walked every 5 miles today, you know. She wears a damn t-shirt that says
I would walk
out,
500 miles. Would she walk 500 more?
I would walk 500 miles. Well, she's got 495 more.
Yeah. There's a flashback of an 80s song from the Twins. Scott Twins.
When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man that wakes up next to you. And we're gonna get flagged by YouTube. Smith now the leader. Vanilla Wafers Nutter Butter. Number 97. I was going to say something else, but I thought
all these drivers at the moment
I saw a post the other day, and somebody said, Google Nutter Butter and find out what you see, and I just...
No. When somebody says Google something, that's when I don't Google it, Wesley, because I'm sure it'll be something that I don't want to unsee. I can't unsee ever again.
Doing it. And then, okay, it's the cookies. There you go. This is supposed to be something else.
There's many things on air that I've been saying over in the internet days of what to Google. Most of the drivers at the moment, the biggest gainers in this race are the ones that haven't been involved in any accidents, or at least any serious accidents there, Wesley. But
Oh, yeah, there
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Don't choke in
Put
your
this
chicken
letter
salt there,
button.
Wes.
Oh, yeah, I need some chicken salt. It's like life support, isn't it?
You haven't eaten it all, have
Hey,
you?
I got me some milk finally. I got me
Hey.
some Tim Tams for snacks, man.
Oh,
We're gonna
nice.
be eating some Tim Tams. Yeah. Heading to lap number 70 next time by lap number 68.
Did you try any of
Straight
the
to the lead.
SVG's foods? You mentioned them in the interview, I think, a couple of
did
weeks
not.
ago.
No, I did not, man. I know you said something about some pineapple nuggets or something, or we had a moment. It was hilarious.
I've never heard of those things, actually, so it must be a very Kiwi thing, like New Zealand thing.
Yeah.
Well, you said we did ask about something from home that he misses or likes to eat.
Yeah, I did, and,
Yeah.
and he gave me a very quick answer, and he said I can't elaborate on more
Mm-hmm.
because you have to look it up yourself, Nate. So I had a feeling, okay, this might be something illegal.
No.
Or he-
Probably
or
to
he-
explain it.
Yeah, it's an adult beverage, I think. It's adult beverages. So,
What is the Tim Tam from Joshua Suss out there? Google it.
come on, look it up, my friend. Joshua Suss, look up Tim Tam, my friend. Yes,
I
sir.
think- I
By the
think-
way, everybody,
yeah,
don't forget,
go ahead.
tonight is an encore of last Wednesday's ARCA race, but next Tuesday night is the penultimate race of the season for the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. Dean, we're going to Long Beach, and guess what's coming up in September? Put it on the screen.
Oh, yes.
6 hours at Spa, baby. I ain't talking about no spa like a spa date either. I'm talking about the treacherous road course that is the Spa. Yes.
Yep. $40 entry for it's a GT3's only class. So it's one class cars, two-man teams. I guess they can split that. You can go an hour each or something like that, or somebody can go 2 hours, or somebody go 3 hours. That's good to have two in your team. Live race control, X limit penalties. You got a fast repair. That's a nice little thing to have there. And of course, payouts are based on entries and sponsorships. And put your logo there. Be a part of the sponsorship. We're broadcasting on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.
We will be having a ball. You better tune in and join us.
How is the Prosper Endurance Racing Series? Is MDW still dominating it there, Wesley?
So MDW has not been here for the last, 2 races. And Isaac Bevan has now been the guy to step up and win
Nice.
2 in a row. So, yeah.
How's trying to think of his name at the moment doing as well too. Stinker TV.
Shane Scott.
Shane Scott, yeah. He was running, I remember about second,
yeah.
third in championship. But before I couldn't commit
He
to
has
it.
his moment. I think that's a nice way of saying it. He has his
Alright.
moment.
Still a challenge for the lead at the moment. You can see the battle just behind there, Adam Likey and Corey Miller. Oh, it's getting hot over here now. We're going to start getting the summer. You guys are going to start getting in the winter soon.
Getting excited, man. It's getting spicy. Look at this. Axel Smith continue to hold on to the lead. Haney in second, Merck third, and we're single file now. Closing in on the 70 remaining when they come to the line. By the way, if you're doing the math, lap number 73 was halfway. That was about a lap ago. We're in the second half of the race now officially here for the DSR Electric 220.
Yes, absolutely. Well, once again, it's going to come down to this. If we get green flag running, we're going to have to see pit stops. All of these drivers in the field, essentially, that are still running this race, went down on that lap 58, Wesley. That last caution that we had, just a couple laps before the mandatory caution we were going to have anyway. So nobody's got any, unless, of course, they're all fuel capacity of 100%. So unless they short fueled their car, you'd imagine they all filled them up to the brim. You know, a little bit of fuel running out the spout of the side of the car too. And then, so I'd be wondering who of these drivers have managed to do it a little extra fuel savings and go 1 or 2 extra laps than the other drivers.
inside. Here comes now Smith as Jeff Burke threw the block on Haney. Moved up from the top to the bottom and opened the door now to Shane Trotter. Man, Shane Trotter is relentless, Dean.
Yeah.
He has bounced back. Problems he had earlier, he's right back doing well again here, dude. What a
He's
job.
right up the quickest driver consecutively over the last 5 laps as well, too, which is all you need to be doing. Big on how he's going to be saving those tyres, too, and just taking care of the car. It doesn't look like he's smooth in, smooth out. You can see they go down the inside apron,
Right.
just touch just inside the yellow line there, and you want to just gradually bring it up close to the wall like that, and then smoothly bring it back down again. You don't want to be over driving the car, so you're going to start scrubbing the tyres. You start scrubbing the tyres, you start wearing the tyres. Easier said than done when you've got the spacing around you, as you can see. And when you're battling with another car near you, you start getting into the dirty air. And Jeff Merck, of course, at the moment being so close to Axel Smith, he can't afford to be just really, he's on his own racing line. He's got to be careful of Axel Smith accidentally hitting the fence. We saw what happened to Matt Cherry before. Remember, he was leading a lot of laps. He hit that fence, caused the accident, essentially, that you saw. He is still in this race, but he had 1 minute and 27 minutes. Well, he came in pit road first, remember, after that last caution, but he had a minute 30 of repairs, so that's the reason why he's running back at P15.
Exactly right. He'll battle back. Bouncing back indeed. All this going on now. Lap number 80 on the board now this time by when they come to the line.
Check that temperature as well too, Wesley. Remember when we started this, it was it's cooled down just a little bit.
Yes, sir. Still not done either.
So the drivers that we're guesstimating are all just shy of 60% fuel left in the 57 marker. Those drivers obviously with
So we have
100%
Smith in the
fuel.
lead. Trotter,
Yeah,
yeah, so what is it? About half a tank, over half a tank you got left. I mean, are they good to go to the finish, do you think? You think they could go here the final 63 laps, Dylan? Dean?
Oof. I don't think so,
Kind of
Wesley.
questionable, isn't it?
I don't, because unfortunately, we didn't get to see what happens if they stretched it out to lap 60 for our competition course. And unfortunately, we had a couple laps before that, so
Right.
we didn't see how close it was going to be. Well, with that, we'll find out if we continue to go green, that's for sure, Wesley.
We certainly will. He is not done yet. Down the back straightaway. Axel Smith in the lead. Holding on to that top position. Shane Trotter, Jeff Burke. Now Haney on the inside. This Burke for that spot. That's for third. Here they come now. Working out of four to the stripe. Oh boy. Little loose. There goes Haney down to the bottom. He'll battle down with Burke again as they go back into turn one.
Let's have a look at the laps led as well, too, as you can currently see for the drivers. 24 for Axel Smith there, 22 for Keith Haney. You probably see about 20 there for Cherry. There he is back in P15. So they're the drivers at the moment that led the most laps. Jeff Merckx had 13 of them himself. You see Axel Smith starting to pull a little bit away from the these three following him at the moment there, Wesley. Oh, there's a wiggle for Merck. Wow.
Yep.
Whoa. And Trotter. We're starting to get a little antsy
Give him
here
another
now.
shot there. Yes, sir. Oh, man, are you kidding me?
Oh, Joshua Suss is talking about a wafer cookie. Which flavor? I don't think it's a wafer. Looks kind of like a devil dog. Talking about the Tim Tam.
Tim Tam is good, man. I love my Tim Tams.
Oh,
We love
nice
them, don't
trading
we?
paints there.
Oh,
Yep.
boy. Oh, hang on. Oh. Little loose there for just a moment.
By the way, I never asked you, Wesley,
Powering
what is your
back.
favorite racetrack? You had to pick one. It's fun for the chat as well, too. We'll go with ovals, of course. Let's not talk about road courses. Just go with ovals.
I would probably say that my favorite racetrack would probably be. It's a tie between Charlotte and Indianapolis.
Okay.
I just think that there's so much more historic history in Indianapolis than Daytona. Don't want to take anything away from Daytona or Talladega, but I just find Indianapolis to be more appealing and more exciting, especially when the Indy 500 is on the month of May. But probably Charlotte Motor Speedway is a special place for me too, because that's one of the first places I ever went to a NASCAR race as a kid was at Charlotte. So, and being working there and working at Atlanta and Bristol and Martinsville, Richmond, places like that over the years of my career. Probably Charlotte. It ranks up there. Charlotte and Indy. Yep. What about you?
Oh, I still haven't yet to really pick one, my friend. Maybe Miami. I seem to find always exciting races at Miami Homestead.
You like Homestead, Miami Speedway?
Yeah.
You like Homestead? Gotcha.
Yeah. See a bit of a dinged up car there from the double R Robert Richardson. But, oh, yeah, it's definitely a little loose there for the number 5, Chevy. And he's struggling with that damage. He's already spent a minute and change having to do repairs, but at the moment he probably wanted to definitely stay out there on the lead lap, so couldn't afford to spend too much time down a pit road, but he's just trying to hang on to that P11 position. 3 positions down from where he started the race.
Keeping that spot. Holding on to it now as they work their way across the line. Another lap on the board this time by the way, lap number 92 at the stripe. That will be 53 laps to go. We're back in a moment. If you're listening on the radio, stay with us. We're heading to the home stretch here for this Encore NASRA ARCA race at Kentucky.
Network. We now pause for station identification. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
We're back here at Kentucky Speedway, working towards lap 100 and 52 laps to go, along with Bigglestein, Hopton, in for Michael McKinnon. I'm Wesley Outland, coverage of the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series playoff round number 1. This is the encore race from last Wednesday night at Kentucky Speedway. Round 2 will be live tomorrow night at Vegas. And right now, it is Axel Smith doing what he's done since Daytona, showing his strength, showing his talents, and leading the way right now in 97, Ding.
You notice when they start working together in the packs of 2x2 there, they get good speed and good momentum. The problem is just trying to keep that consistency, because you obviously are working dangerously because you're on the back of the other car, and you also got the side draft from the other column. So it's good when they get it going. They seem to gain quite that momentum and that speed, but once again, it's just that you are risking it for the biscuit a little bit more. Up here, Keith Haney still putting some pressure there on Jeff Merck. And you kind of think some of these drivers are just happy to sit there and get the tow. Plus, there's potentially a little bit of fuel saving that you can do as well.
Sure.
And so they may be able to try an overcut there if they can conserve a little bit more fuel. And some of the other drivers will have to come in that burn through more. So that's the interesting situation that's going to be occurring hopefully very soon. I'm hoping that we get these green flag pit stops there, Wesley, because this will show you how much these drivers will have to plan forward for what they're going to do. And that'll be calculating through a lot of these drivers' minds very soon as to what they're planning on doing. They'll be talking to their teammates, no doubt. They're asking them when they feel that they're going to be looking at coming down. And then, a couple of late race cautions just to spice things up would also be good too. But I want to see a green flag fuel pit stop run first, and then the boys can have a couple of caution fun if they want.
This should certainly spice things up a bit, right?
Absolutely. Oh, Shane Trotter, I'll just sit back here at the moment there. Probably even save some fuel himself and just let these two, Tyler Goodwin and Adam Likey, fight it out. Well, this doesn't lose too much time to Hunter Parsons that's behind him. Hunter Parsons about, you can see. So he's got the breathing space and he can afford just to sit back and follow these guys. But of course, if they start slowing him up a little bit too much, he will have to look for the overtake.
Axel Smith heading to lap 100 right now in the lead. That's the way it stands for the time being. Not done yet. Another lap will be coming up on the board.
Oh, have a look at the speed trap. I've got some new goodies as well too, Wesley. We'll go up to Jeff Merck here as well too, Keith Haney. Have a look at the speed trap coming in live. Now, the assumption it is speed at the line of how many miles per hour they're doing. Now, this is testing in progress as well, too, so you've got to bear with us here. Some of the fancy new graphics that we have here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Jeff Burke and Keith Haney battling it up for P2.
Keith Haney right down there to the inside. Remember, Keith Haney was the regular season points champion for ARCA as well. He wants to really turn some heads and make a notice. By the way, there's the speed at the line.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that. Let's go back to that real quickly.
Yep,
Let's watch this because they're coming out of turn 3 and 4 now.
Yep.
Let's see what it looks like in real time. Here they come to the stripe with Smith and others.
There they are.
And there's that speed, 187 for Jeff Merck, the Punta Gorda Floridian former champion and rookie of the year in the NASRA Cup Truck Series and in the NASRA Cup Series inaugural series champion. And we're also hearing the drivers are pitting.
Yes.
Hunter Parsons, Tyler Justice, Curtis Banks in the back. They're on the pit lane here. And this will be the money stop.
Yeah, I got a feeling that these drivers, well, they're coming in a little earlier. If we've still got about 20% left in these tanks, but I think they're splitting up the strategy. They'll definitely put on some tires as well, too. So once again, I think I was talking about this the other night. You got about 43 laps to go here, Wes. You want to allow yourself enough time to get the overtakes done. You don't want to have to do it at the last possible minute. So they're trying that strategy, the massive undercut strategy here. So they can come out, they got to put really good laps in, try to at least shave a second or so off these leaders per lap. And that basically is 43 seconds you're going to start shaving off if you can save a second off lap. But then again, these drivers too, remember, are going to come in at some point as well too. They're going to put the full freshies on. Only thing is too with these drivers that'll come in later, they don't have to fuel up the cars to go to the end. They'll just have to fuel it up just enough laps to bring you to the checkered flag. But you don't have to fill up your tank 100%, which means it'll be lighter, which means it'll be quicker.
Axel Smith, lap 104 of 145. That's now 40 laps to go. Next time by, the long green flag run of the race continues. And they are running the tanks dry now. Guys behind the top 15 like Parsons, Justice, Cherry, they pitted lap 101, 102. They can go the distance now, but they are right now mired a lap down, but they're waiting for the leaders to come to the pit lane. They will, and when they do, Dean, they'll get their lap back.
That's right. That's exactly right. And there's Anthony Harden going in, Tony Burlington. So Hikoy Miller, Tyler Goodwin are coming in now too. So, Wesley, you're seeing starts up packs of a couple of cars coming together, so they are looking to get their dancing partners out there so they don't get left all alone in the track. Just wondering what the negotiations are going to be between our these boys up the front of the pack, really, as well as these boys here, Shane Trotter, Adam Likey, Jemiah Holt, Double R. Oh, there you go. Well, hey, spoke of it right there, my friend, as they're heading in all together. Richardson, Holt, Likey. So, what does Axel Smith, Keith Haney, Jeff Merck, Shane Trotter, and JJ look at doing? Brent Broadfoot's also stayed out as well. He's in P9. He'll move his way up to P6 very soon.
Pit stops ongoing here. We knew this was going to happen, and this obviously changes the entire strategy for everything whenever they're ready to go to the finish of this one.
Temperature's still steady at the moment. Are they slowing down for our race leaders or not? You can see they've still got enough in the tank there to probably do another 10 laps or so, Wesley, if they choose to. That's what they've got to be doing too. If they've got a spotter out there, an engineer, is they'll be starting to study what these other drivers that have come out for a few laps now, the likes of those drivers that we saw before that decided to do the earlier pit stop of Hunter Parsons, Tyler Justice. They're up in a 6th and 7th now. They're a lap down. It'll be interesting to see their lap times compared to the rest of the field after they have a look at fastest 5 for 5. You'd expect to be some of them in there. As you can see, Tyler Goodwin, Curtis Banks, Matt Cherry, they're in the 31 clubs. Interesting to see what the last times are. There you go, 31.8s are there for our race leaders, 31.9s. So it's about 7/10. They're currently 7/10 quicker than our race leaders.
Good old Kentucky Speedway ready to settle this one here. 110 now of 145 laps. And Dean, this is the long green flag of the race. We're seeing it. It's happening right now. It's before our eyes. We're seeing these guys stretch it. We're seeing the strategy of coming down to the pit lane. I think some guys are praying for a caution. I don't know if they're going to get one. But right now, it has been long green flag racing, and it's letting the laps fly by here too.
You can see Robert Richards is getting down to the 30s now, just shy of a 31. Our race leaders will be getting close to the 32s. In fact, only the top two are just outside inside the 32s. The other ones are in the 32s. Parsons in the 31.8, but Parsons came out in some fresh boots there. Remember too, our race leaders are also going a little bit quicker, Wesley, because they are running out of gas.
That's right.
So they've, obviously, a lighter car she'll always go quicker than a heavier car. But they just don't have the traction on the boots.
Look at that. I mean, Smith, Haney, Merck are down to 1%. Like, literally, they got to be coming out of pit road at least this lap. Yeah. They have to, right? I don't think they can go the distance. As you can see. And Smith knows it. Here he comes. Axel Smith. Haney's out of fuel, by God almighty. He's going to stay on the racetrack with 0% left.
Yeah, Jeffrey Johnson, whether he'll come in or not. But Haney,
whoa!
He must have been doing some fuel saving somewhere along the line, but he's got to be running out of gas here.
There is no fuel left in that car.
That's Buzzy.
My goodness. I am telling you, he's coming out pit road right now, guys. I mean, I think he literally just overshot questioning whenever Merck and Smith were coming in. Here comes now here comes the Thong Man. He's coming on pit road from the ATL. Third Rock Ford Mustang. Keith Haney from Atlanta, Georgia. Now regular season points champion.
But
he's on pit road.
Johnson stayed out one more.
He's going to follow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Come in.
Wow, he did. He did. He stayed out.
Yeah. He's got to be very careful he doesn't run out of gas. He will get to lead a lap. if he can make it across the finishing line. But watch this pack. It's going to swallow him up in no time here, Wesley. If he's got to stay down the inside apron here, if he's planning on coming in, obviously when he gets out of down turn 3 and turn 4, I think these drivers are going to be aware too. If I was these drivers, I'd be like, oh, stay up on the high side because you don't want him to swing down in front of you and cause an accident.
Right. I agree.
Oh, he stays out another one. He must have been doing some sort of crazy fuel saving. Johnson. But is it just too much now? Because he's just losing too much time. Probably just preying on that late caution, wasn't it? But it's too late now. These drivers have already been up and down the pit road. They're not going to be planning on coming in anytime soon if you get a caution right now. Unbelievable. Still staying out. But Axel Smith's 27 seconds behind him currently at the moment and climbing quickly.
So Jeffrey Johnson right now, the leader. We're seeing green flag pit stops. It is not done yet. Jeffrey Johnson, Axel Smith. It's going to cycle back around to Axel Smith.
He had to lift off to come in.
Back as a leader, remember, because Jeffrey Johnson's got a pit, and here he comes now. Down to the pit lane. And look at this now. Axel Smith, Jeff Merck, Keith Haney, they're all going to come down to the pits as Johnson will. They're on the back straightaway. They will catch Johnson as he's on pit road, and we will cycle back around to the nil away first Nutter Butter Oreo yellow number 97 from College Park, Georgia. It is Axel Smith Sr. to the lead with under 30 to go in Kentucky.
There we go. So JJ's still in the pit lane. He's got to get up to full speed. Wow. Jeffrey Johnson's just dropped from the penthouse to P13 as he's coming in a pit road. He's still got a few more drivers that'll be coming around as well too. There goes Woodward. Broadfoot's probably a little bit too far down. Braden Broadfoot, there's Broadfoot. He's coming out of turn 4. JJ should get up to full song by the time he reaches him, but that's from P1 to P14. Just like, I just thought he stayed out a little bit too long on that one, Wesley. Just losing too much time. He was losing about 2 seconds a lap at that point towards the end there. So I think he was just, once again, I think he was praying for a caution about 3 or so laps ago, 4 laps ago. Might have worked in his favour.
Pit stops happening. Ready to take this one to the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Good battle in midfield here. Double R, Robert Richardson, Hunter Parsons, Tyler Justice, and Coy Miller. We got Cody Knott out there. Thanks for making up the show. No problems, boss. And Joshua Suss wants an explanation of his username out there. Joshua Suss is like, this is what happens when he has to work 11 nights straight. He just realized it was Tuesday and not Wednesday.
Is he the cop?
Yes.
Yeah. Joshua, we're this is the race from last Wednesday that was postponed because of technical issues. And we wanted to get it back on the air before tomorrow night's race, and it just worked out for Dean and myself. Michael wasn't available, but Dean and myself was able to be here, and we said, okay, we'll do it. Lap number 121. When they come to the line, under 25 to go now. Ready to carry this one to the Casa here tonight in Kentucky. Don't forget, tomorrow night, round number 2 of the playoffs for the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. It will be live. It will be from Vegas. It will be live, Dean.
I've been to Las Vegas years ago. Thankfully, I went to Las Vegas back when you can go to a buffet and all that sort of stuff. I heard it's horrible these days, so I'm glad I've done that back in the day. It's a big pack here from Cherry downwards. A bit of a gap up the road there, my friend, to the rest of the field there, but this is where you want to keep the camera pointed. Tell you what, good recovery for Matt Cherry as well too, my friend, after having spent a long time in pit stops after the last caution that we actually had back on lap 58. 3 wide.
Two laps to go.
Yeah, as
the field
Matthew
will
Cummings
work their way again.
says
Yes,
that
sir.
they thought it's live tonight. It's not live. Whoa, they're leaning on each other back here. I don't like it. Yep. Once again, don't spoil it to us. We do not know the results.
It's not live. Don't be saying nothing. Don't say shit, nothing. Don't say nothing to nobody. I don't want to know nothing. I want to know what happened. I want to call the race natural.
Yeah, we can't even show. I've got the standings at the moment that I can pull up, but if I pull the standings up there, it might be a spoiler alert even for us. So,
in the words of Jimmy Dickens, all I got to do is act naturally. All right, that's all I'm. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Wesley, we can pull up the point standings after the race is concluded, and then we can find out what the situation is with the points because it's been
It's
updated.
Buck Owens who sang "Act Naturally." My bad. It's Buck Owens. I said Jimmy Dickens. Buck Owens who sang "Act Naturally." We're 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. Premier Racing setups, 20 to go. We'll go side by side. Look at this pit strategy: 4 tires, 12 laps for others, as we will thank Premier Racing setups, and we are ready to carry you to the final 20 laps of this one.
Yeah, I hope you
Premier
boys
Racing
like the new
setups,
graphics.
obviously.
Yeah, Premier.
Monthly subscription starting at $20. PremierRacingSetups.com. My good friend Andrew Navarro. By the way, remember to mention NASRA in checkout. Get 15% off of your order, and 15% goes back into NASRA's pocket as well. That's what pays for my Christmas bonus.
You don't even. Oh, you do put up a Christmas tree, Wesley. I was about to say you don't celebrate
Wait a
Christmas
second,
tree.
I do. We
Yeah, you
do
do.
put up a Christmas tree.
You do put
There
up
just ain't nothing under the tree.
Yeah.
This isn't. We don't.
Oh, but anyway, seriously, if you do need a setup because you can't go into iRacing and be any really competitive without a good setup. So get in there and grab yourself any setup for any of those cars that you need as well. Open wheels, these cars, oval, road track racing, all that sort of stuff. GT3s, LMP2s, all that sort of stuff, and get it. And then if you want to get a bit more serious with it, get that one-on-one coaching that I offer. That's what we'll do one day, Wesley. If you and I ever get behind a wheel and drive an iRacing, maybe a commentator's challenge. First thing I'd be doing, mate, is going straight to Premier Setups and go, all right, give me a setup that's going to work for a beginner. And keyboard. Look at the speed trap again, Wesley, and see how it's panning out. These guys in the midfield, as per to the likes of Axel Smith. Axel Smith, there is 175. These drivers still pass the line over there. We're going to get an idea of their times. Look at that Goodwin, clean air, 185. That's a big difference, isn't it? Clean air.
Got the clean air.
Makes a huge difference. These drivers in the midfield here are a little bit slower there. In the 170 club. A little loose in the background.
Ready to carry this one to the finish.
Wow.
What do you think? Late race caution, Dean? You think we're going to stay green to the finish? What do you think, boss?
I think it might be brewing up for some of these drivers to do something, Wesley. You know, it's like 15 laps to go. People are going to start really leaning on each other a little bit more. You can see some of that starting to occur now. We've got enough close racing. We've got from Hunter Parsons in P5 down to where you can currently see P12. That's how close they are. Throw a blanket over them, Wesley. So they are battling for crucial points in this championship as well. To remember, we are in the championship now too. We are in the playoffs, so
that's right.
These points are even more important. Playoffs.
Somebody just said you don't get a Christmas bonus.
That's Cody Not.
Not your average.
That's your boss.
Yeah, Cody. I know. I'm just messing, dude. Can I have one? 13 to go. No, I'm just messing. No, thank you to Cody Not and Pultz Poppers and everybody at NASRA. But Dean, I do put up a Christmas tree. You remember
I
I
have
put up a
seen
tree.
it. I have seen it on the camera. Yep.
No presents, man.
No presents,
Very
but you do
colorful.
put the tree up. You just chuck a tree up with some lights on it. That's what you do, Wesley.
That's all I do. You're damn right. Yeah, is it?
Still get the Christmas spirit in.
Cody, we're going to have to talk about Christmas bonuses. We're going to have to talk about renewing my contract. There we go. Oh, we're 3 wide. Look at Holt in the middle. Cherry is there. We're 12 to go. Working 11 to go at the line out of 4.
This is where I feel you were going to have Brandon Rodford comes on the pits late as well, too. So I'm not quite sure he did something right there. That's Anthony Harden's been down there for 15 minutes. I think he's going to sit this one out in the pit lane there. The John Deere machine now. But this is where I feel that if you're going to have action, it's going to brew, Wesley. It's going to be around here in the dying stages
I
of
think
the
you're
race.
exactly right. Put the women and children to bed. About to get cray-cray.
This is some of these drivers will actually be driving right now in iRacing. I did see a couple of drivers that on their names pop up in some racing sessions. They're probably sitting there looking at the stream going, hang on, that's not the race I'm in at the moment.
Cody Knott says, perception, I don't get paid. You don't get bonuses. Oh.
Still have to give it to Robert Richardson, isn't it? Unless that damage is cosmetic on the number 10.
Hey, I got to
number
give
5
credit
car.
back to Robert. Got to give credit back to Robert Richardson, right? Under 10 to go, 9 to go down the line. When they come back around, 10 remaining now. And Robert kind of ruffled some feathers, kind of got in some drivers.
Yeah.
But he has bounced back. He's in the top 10 right now. Here comes Tyler Justice, though. Right on the back of Richardson, battling Holt on the inside. All this going on now is Axel Smith will work his way to the line. A second and a half over Jeff Merck. Almost 2 seconds back to Haney. And how about this? Goodwin, Parsons, Miller, Leidy, and everybody else in the top 10. 12 to 13 seconds back to the leader. And we're now single digits at 9 to go.
This is a nice little battle brewing between Hunter Parsons and Tyler Goodwin. That's the battle for 4th and 5th. Tyler up 16 places. Hunter up by 15 now. Hunter up 7. If he can continue to get past, he might give. If he gets his nose up there, he can go to the higher side. And he is clear. There it is. Just. Not really. Actually, I didn't. He had to go back down. Tyler Goodwin's not giving up the spot just yet. Up the road, you can just see Keith Haney and Jeff Merck. Actually, there's the battle for P2. Actually, they're way up the way. Axel Smith's got a big breather between them, or at least a 2-second gap.
Inside, here they come down to the line. Tomorrow night, round number 2, playoffs live from Vegas. As now Smith is in the lead, Haney second. Longest green flag run of the race continues.
Here's one for you, Wesley.
My goodness, you want to think about it, Dean? The last time the caution came out, you know what it was? Lap 58.
58, yeah, exactly. So they've had a fantastic, good green flag run. Here's one for you. There's Dolly Parton. Probably played Las Vegas before, you imagine? And she's played
Did Dolly Parton play in Vegas? I'm sure Dolly played in Vegas, but, you know, she was very popular with Tennessee. You know, she loved Nashville. She loved WSM. She loved the Grand Ole Opry, Dollywood. You know, I only went to Dollywood one time, and I mean, it was all right. It just, you know, to me, it was like any other amusement park you go to.
Oh, it was an amusement park, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah, Dolly Parton had Dollywood. It's an amusement park. Yeah.
Things you learn
Just
every day.
outside of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 laps to go. Here comes now Jeremiah Holt on the inside. Got around Trotter, going after Justice. Tyler Justice now around Holt. And while that goes on, there's the other racing going on to the top 10 as we close into the finish of this one. By the way, no winner interviews for post-race. Me and Dean will say our goodbyes, and we'll get off the air. Tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, live coverage. Michael McKinnon and myself for race number 2 of the playoffs for the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. Don't forget the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series on Thursday night as well. Join us on the NASRA 360 Racing Network as well as on CRN. Axel Smith now, 4 laps to go. That's 6 miles remaining for the man in the 97 from Georgia, representing the virtual Bluegrass State at Kentucky Speedway. Nobody can catch this guy. Even the thong guy can't. Keith Haney.
Yeah. I think Keith Haney's just trying to hold off Merck at the moment there, just to secure himself a P2 position. Merck's has fallen back a little bit, but there he is. But maybe Burke's saving the best for last here if he wants to attack Keith. I think Keith's been smooth in, smooth out. I haven't really seen any mistakes from Keith Haney in this race.
Axel Smith won the NASRA qualifier. Then he turned around and won the 250-miler at Daytona to start the season. 2 weeks later, he won round number 3 in the Serve Pro event at Kern County and was not done there. Ladies and gentlemen, he is now setting himself as a 4-time winner to look for win number 5. He also won, if I remember correctly, at Lime Rock Park and at Bristol. He is trying to go for a hat trick, Dean. I just thought about it. Here he comes out of turn number 4. He's trying to go for his 5th win of the season and 3 in a row. White flag in the air, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. The Georgia boy, Axel Smith. Get those snack cakes and cookies ready. 1 to go here in Kentucky.
Yeah, you got to have. I can imagine you always have a smile on your face, isn't it? It's probably the one that you can relieve a sigh of relief, because he's got that nice gap over the rest of the field there. Can't be a caution anymore now. He's got the white flag, and all he has to do is drive around this corner right now, Wesley, and he can say, "Thank you very much. I've got it."
5th win of the season. A hat trick like hockey. We love Carolina Hurricanes. We love Axel Smith. And the Georgia boy has now won 3 races in a row in the Pultz Popper ARCA series. Take note. Could this be the guy, the gun for the championship? As 3rd place finisher Jeff Merck gives him a door slam, gives him a little congratulatory nudge. Way to go. Way to go, 9-7 from the 6-0. For Axel Smith, though, it will be his 5th win this year. 3 wins, Dean, in a row, as I mentioned. And this guy is setting himself up to now be the guy to look at championship caliber status. Way to go. Let the celebration begin for one Axel Smith here tonight at Kentucky.
And he had to work his way at the start through that, didn't he? From P7, where he started this race. And there you go, currently at the moment. Season position, 2nd in the championship now. 14 starts, 5 wins, 8 top 5s, and 8 top 10s. Sorry, I shouldn't be taking the stats away. You're the stats man, Wesley.
No, you're exactly right. No, man. No, absolutely. You're dead on it, and that's exactly what we're seeing going on. Axel Smith, 17 wins now, or 17 starts, 5 wins, 8 top 5s, 8 top 10s, 5 wins on the year, 3 in a row. Take notice. Axel Smith wins playoff round number 1 last Wednesday night at Kentucky. Remember, we didn't know what happened. We called it as it is. Tomorrow night, the real live coverage of round 2 will be at Vegas. And here's a look at the recap. Axel Smith, Keith Haney, Jeff Merck. What a good solid podium finish. How about Keith Haney? He is putting himself in position to try to make a run for a championship, the regular season point span. Ladies and gentlemen, no post-race interviews like we normally do. We'll quickly get off the air. Here's your overall finishing order tonight from virtual Kentucky from last Wednesday in the DSR Electric 220. Axel Smith will pick up the win. As I mentioned, 5th win of the year. 8 top 5s, 8 top 10s in 17 starts. He also now has 3 wins in a row. Keith Haney 2nd, Jeff Burke 3rd, Hunter Parsons, Tyler Goodwin, your top 5, Colin Miller, Robert Richardson, Tyler Justice, Adam Lottie, and Matt Cherry there ding the top 10 here at Kentucky.
Yeah, moving over to the 11th place at the moment. You go to Jemiah Holt, Shane Trotter. These are still in the lead laps as well too. JJ, Jeffrey Johnson, Jonathan Woodward, Curtis Banks, Tully Burlington, and then we go down to the drivers that finished some multiple laps down. Steve Barnett, unfortunately, racing up the front there, but he was up on his lid at some point, wasn't he there? And Buzzy Mongold, 11 laps down, he had early damage. Carson Woodward, Brandon Broadford, these are once more drivers that had a lot of damage, and so I put them down quite a bit there. Over to the next page there, Anthony Harden, Chris Ellis, Raul Mesa, Josh Rodriguez. Caulfield, another surprise one too. Both Caulfields. Mark Caulfield, remember, was our pole sitter. Basically retired from this race as well too. Cody Knott was our race director.
Gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up tonight for encore coverage of last Wednesday's DSR Electric 220 from Kentucky. Don't forget, next race will be tomorrow night live for the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. It will be from Las Vegas. And don't forget about the 6 hours of Spa coming up in September, Sunday, September 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central. Make sure you join us on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when we go live, like we will do in less than 22 hours time tomorrow night from virtual Vegas for round 2 of the playoffs. Dean, your final take of this one. Look, a lot of cautions to start. Not that many, right? I mean, 5 or 6 yellow flags? And then there was that long green flag push to the finish. Lap 58 to the checkered flag, lap 145. Way to go. What strategy? Green flag pit stops. It had it all here tonight.
That it did, yeah. And it started off as a little shaky there, but it ended off very strong. And that's the thing. When drivers get in those early accidents, it takes a lot for them to get repairs done. And, at the end of the day, the ones that were lucky enough to get those repairs enough done that they can give themselves some good points in the playoffs is going to be fantastic for them going into Viva Las Vegas, as you mentioned, tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel,
they're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Way to go. Will Axel Smith go for 4 in a row for quad wins? Or will somebody else step up tomorrow night? Sim City, Texas, round 2 in the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series here tonight when it's all said and done. And as I look at that, we can now officially show you the updated point standings. Axel Smith might have won the battle, but Keith Haney right now, Dean, being consistent with no wins, but he's winning the war.
Yep. We've seen that before, haven't we, in the other leagues as well, too. And his day might be coming because it took, Mr. Cole Larson some time, didn't it, to get his race win for the DSR Electric Series. So Keith Haney, just keep doing what you're doing, my friend. Fitting you on podium positions, it's enough to get you enough points, of course, to win the championship. But, of course, I think he wants to still win a race to have one under his belt for the season.
Continuous battling going on, no doubt about it. We'll see what happens tomorrow night for round 2 at Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. We appreciate you all for tuning in. And of course, as always, thank you to Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, as well as Cody Knott, the operator of the Pultz Poppers ARCA Series for NASRA. NASRA on social media, North American Sim Racing Association.com for more details and information. For Bigglestein Hopton on production and color, and for Michael McKinnon, this is the voice of NASRA, Wesley Outland, congratulating again Axel Smith, winning tonight here in Kentucky. We'll see you tomorrow night in Sim City, Vegas.